Rich street nigga, I'm flooding my what?
Hood A&R, man.
Block list. I'm putting this hoe on block. I don't even want your top. Rich street nigga, I'm flooding my what? She won't smoke with all of my thought. I keep a hoe at all of my spot. Yeah, that hoe slit working. She tryna cash out for that buck. Westside Keisha.
Alright, sir, go ahead and introduce yourself.
What it do, y'all? I'm Dru Smith. Call me King Woot Woot. Live in the flesh. Kicking shit, let's get it.
That's what's up. Alright, sir, so are you from Atlanta?
From Atlanta, 4-4 bound.
Oh, okay. Full respect on that. So how long you been in the game?
Shoot, I've been serious in the game for about 7 years. But as far as rapping, you know, I was always into it. Fucking with niggas like Sammy Sam and Diablo. I was a little bitty nigga, you know. They would take me to the studio. And I pretty much started making rhymes in my head from there. But
So what changed or what happened some years ago to make you realize, okay, this is where I really want to dedicate time to?
I just started linking up with different producers by being in the studio and, you know, hearing other niggas record. I'm in the back of my head like, I would have said this, I would have said that. And I just started making my own verses, and from there a song was made, and I went from there.
That's what's up. And how'd you get your stage name?
Dru Smith. It's actually like my real name. I just, you know, shortened for Dru.
Alright, so as far as other local talent, which you being born and raised here in Atlanta, how do you feel about as far as collaboration? Do you collab with a lot of other artists, or you try to keep it solo, or?
Well, really, I flow with it by spirit. Like if I'm around them and we in the studio or whatnot, and the vibe right, shit, I don't mind doing it. I work, but you know, if they got it gotta just make sense.
As far as inspiration, who or what do you use to inspire you to do your music?
Just being in the studio or whatnot, and just hearing new music, like different artists who just coming with it. That shit inspired me. It made me want to go harder. So.
Nice. If you had to name 2 local artists as people who inspire you, who would you say?
You said local?
Yeah.
I gotta go with my homeboy Losi, Beachline. We affiliated.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? We connected.
Okay. What makes you different from the other artists?
My flow is different. Most artists right now using auto tunes. I don't use auto tune. I pretty much my tone and the way I flow, different melodies, my lingo different.
When I listen to your music, it sounds not everything, but there are some really comedic lines, some pretty funny stuff.
Yeah.
So is that just on purpose, or are you just part of your persona?
That's part of my persona. Like, you know, I just got a sense of humor. You know, so I throw it in the music.
Any topic you wouldn't want to touch when it comes to music? Anything you don't want to talk about or rap about?
Not really. Like I'm pretty much open. I don't really have nothing to hide whenever it comes. You know, I feel like, shoot, if it comes to me, it's meant to go on the record.
Right. You know, for example, like Eminem, you know, he won't use like the N-word. You know, like people have just like things they won't do, but like you just open to like whatever.
Right. Really, these days, you know, it's a whole lot of different sensitive subjects where you can't really touch without crossing a certain line.
Right. You felt that has limited you so far as an artist, or are you just, you know, you still doing your own thing?
It's certain boundaries that I just wouldn't cross. Like, you know, certain things like race. You don't want to you don't want to disrespect somebody, like. But I wouldn't do it anyway just cause it ain't my thing. You know what I mean? I talk about what's relative to me. Little small stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying?
All right. So so the past 7 years, have you performed local? Like, what's your take on like the local venues?
I used to hit like pretty much all the clubs out here. You know, Nakora, Crucial, Chit Chat, all the little local spots from on east side of town. I pretty much hit. That's what really got me to where I could do other tours or whatnot. What slowed me down though, because it buzzed for me. I ended up doing the bid and came back. So in between those 7, I ended up going away to the Fed for 3.
Got you. Sorry about that, man.
It's all good.
So when you're performing, you haven't only performed just in Atlanta. You perform in other cities as well too.
I pretty much touched all the main cities, like big cities.
Yeah.
In the U.S. Yeah.
Got you. Where do you feel the love the most from? Do you get more love from Atlanta, or like what's the vibe when you're from outside of Atlanta?
It's pretty good. Like to me, it's all the same. Like I look at it like once you do your first run, if they don't know you yet, you know you pretty much you can't expect much out of it. But after the promotion and coming back, that's when you get better feedback.
Gotcha.
If they already heard your music or whatnot, they excited to see you. I would say Nashville. I always gonna have that spot like highlighted in me, just cause they were the first spot that just picked up on my music.
Yeah. I heard Nashville shows love.
Yeah,
I've heard that
love.
before. That's
They
what's
sure
up.
love.
If you had to define your music or your style in one word, what word would you use?
Ooh wow.
Okay.
Ooh wow.
That's what's up. All right.
Yeah.
So, what are the immediate plans as far as new music, new videos? What's going on with you?
Well, I plan on releasing Smith's Lies the Game 2. That's like something that we've been anticipating for a while. We're gonna just release that. Do at least 4 videos off the EP. And just see what they think, you know. We just have fun with the music. We ain't big on everything else. And we live a life from that. And we know, you know, as long as we doing that, everything else can come.
Got you. So I watched the Corona video. Definitely entertaining, definitely fun. How'd that idea come about?
Hearing a beat with coughing in it, and then just feeling like, hey, this would be hot if we just put some music behind it, put some vocal behind it. And I just went from there. I just went in and just started flowing to it. Sent it off to Coop. Coop like, man, hey, that hard. We need to shoot a video to it. Just went on and did it.
That's what's
Just
up.
having fun, like I said before. We just have fun with music.
I feel you. All right, and how can people find your music on social media?
You just go to drusmith.live. That's DRUSMITH.live. Click on the left hand button and you'll see like every platform from SoundCloud to Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Get everything right there.
Gotcha. With the pandemic that's taking place right now, has that interrupted any plans as far as like performance dates or going to the studio, performance, anything like that, or everything just regular
Nah,
schedule?
we still on the same schedule.
Got you.
We still on the same schedule.
Got you. All right, so I do appreciate your time, man.
For sure. I appreciate y'all for having me.
No doubt. Peace.
She won't smoke with all of my thought. I keep a hoe at all of my spot. Yeah, that whole slit working. She tryna cash out for that pop. Westside Keisha.